Welcome to the next episode of VGXL. My name is Daniel, aka Games. Joining me is the beautiful Fefer from the channel Fefer, and today we're going to be doing the state of play that happened over on with PlayStation this past week. But again, if you're not already following, definitely follow us at VGXL Podcast on Twitter or Video Games X Life everywhere else. And yeah, we're recording, and you can follow Fefer at
Fefer. And Fefer plays on most platforms: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah.
And if you're listening to the audio only version, definitely give us that whatever the highest rating you can give us, 5 stars, thumbs up, whatever it is. If you're watching on YouTube, thumbs up. And and if you're watching on the Spotify video, thank you, and rate us on Spotify, please. Video games, eh? Am I right?
You are right.
So we're definitely gonna jump into the state of play because there's a lot to talk about. But before we do all that, how you doing, Fefer?
I'm okay. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How was
Did you
your
have a good week? I know you've been busy. You've been busy working.
Unfortunately, I have a day job that's not just podcasting and editing things, so I had to do that all week, and that was all right. I made some money.
Yay!
But yeah, video game wise, I haven't really been playing a whole lot because I'm in the off season of story games. I'm on high season of what's that called? First person shooters and competitive games. So I've just been on Halo throughout the week. I try to do my little boost so I can get through the battle pass or whatnot, so that's where I'm at.
Nice.
But yeah,
nice.
I mean, I was we had a lot to talk about this week, so I was excited though. At least some I had a good week because of some gaming news and things that have been talked about. But yeah.
We got some news this week.
Yeah. What you been playing?
So I played more Hollow Knight. I'm up to over like 35 hours in it, and for now I'm gonna kind of hang that up.
Yeah.
Till for stream, that is. Just for stream. I'm going to play a little bit more of it offline. I'm going to progress offline because it's just it can get a little frustrating. And I don't even want to say frustrating because I enjoy exploring through the game. It's a great game, amazing music. I feel very repetitive because this is what I say. It's great music, all the different areas, doesn't matter where you go. It has little just harmonious music that you just kind of play through. You fight the things and all that.
Yeah.
Just that it can get, I mean, it's a Metroidvania, so obviously it's repetitive. Just that I want to progress, and it's just being on stream and going through the same area the 5th time. I'm just like, you know what? Let me just take it offline for the time being. Once I get to the boss, I promise you all, I will be back on stream and I will fight the boss as many times on stream and get my butt whooped back and forth all the time that I can. So it's hang on, not even a goodbye for Hollow Knight for now. So then I did move on to Silt, which just came out on Wednesday.
Yeah, I saw you playing that.
Yes, it is interesting and it's quite scary.
I saw an article that compared it to Inside but underwater. Do you agree with that?
Exactly. Yes. That's how I've been describing it. That's exactly how it looks like. You have the whole black and white vibe to it. You're underwater, and then you're pretty much trying to get from each screen. You have a little puzzle that you have to kind of get to the next one in. So it could be, and the thing is, you take over between little fish, piranhas, big fish, different things, different monsters in there. You have to use their powers to advance.
Right.
So you're possessing different things throughout the stages and everything, and figuring out the puzzles and all that, which is really cool. I found that really interesting because then you're just kind of going back and forth. But then you just dying repetitively. If you mess up. I started up the game and within like 20 seconds I died. because I
Oh.
was just being dumb. I I don't even want to say. No, but I took the piranha because that's like one of the first few things that you can possess. And then I'm like, "Oh, what happens if I just try to nibble on my just limp body there?" And then I killed myself.
Oh.
So, I just did that right away. But it's
That's
really cool.
cool.
It's
So
really
that's cool that you
fun.
came as like, that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have each as the different fish, you have a different little power that they have. So it helps you with the puzzles, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's really cool, but it just kind of brings a different sign like new fear unlocked.
I hear that.
Down at the bottom of the sea, there's tons of stuff that we still don't know about. And yeah, it's just like, oh, they're just scary monsters. But
Yeah,
I've been having a lot of fun with that. So that's I'm still in the middle of that. I'll be continuing that on Tuesday, if anything.
that's
But
cool.
aside from that, Behind the Frame from Akupara Games and Silver Lining did just come out. The DLC. The DLC just came out yesterday.
Hmm.
Um, for everything, but then it also released on console, Switch and PlayStation. So if you're interested in story game, it's like Studio Ghibli-esque. I like to describe it as it's beautiful jazzy lo-fi music. Um, and it's another puzzle game, story game, very sweet. Definitely to have a tissue handy if you're like an emo like me. So but it's definitely a great play. You can play it and finish it within about maybe 2-3 hours, if anything, if
Right,
you
yeah,
don't
because
really
you
get
finished
stuck on it.
the whole main game and DLC.
Yeah, I finished the whole main game again because I didn't know where to go for the DLC at first. So I
Right,
replayed the whole thing, and the game itself, the base game, is about an hour and a half, I'd say, if you're really like quick with it.
right, right, right.
And then the DLC is maybe half hour to an hour. But it's really sweet, and you can always go back and get all the achievements. They did add some more achievements to it as well.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, no, it's really nice.
That's cool. Yeah, that game definitely looks like, like a vibe, you know what I mean?
It is. It's really nice.
That's cool. Yeah, like I said, I just been on my first person shooters, so I didn't really play much of anything this week, right? Now I'm like thinking about it. I was like,
Yeah, I don't think you've been
yeah,
really
because when
playing.
while you were streaming, yeah, all I played was some Halo, and I was trying to play some Fortnite with the kids and
Yeah,
finish up the season with them, and then right when
yeah.
I go do that, for some reason my install of Fortnite got messed up, so it's like it wasn't installing, it was acting all kinds of crazy, so much it got so bad that even on PlayStation it was kind of bugging out. I connected
Oh,
my mouse and keyboard to the PlayStation, and I played like that. It wasn't bad.
oh, that's
Um,
cool.
yeah,
All right,
it worked, so that
it
was pretty
works.
cool. I finally got a game in with them, but it was like getting late, so it took me almost like 45 minutes to finally figure it out. And then what happened? I had to freaking verify the files. This happens on Steam once in a while. If you
Mm-hmm.
ever broken a game on Steam, it's the same thing. You verify it and make sure the game's there, and it downloads whatever's not what that's supposed to be there. So
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. Um, so
But
I
the new season or the events coming up tomorrow, right?
yeah, yeah.
For
So
Fortnite.
apparently, according to G Money,
Our
you see.
inside source.
Yeah, actually, that would be a good. Oh, why did my camera freaking show the fourth dimension again? This always be happening. Um, let's just do that. Okay,
Oh,
so
there you go.
yeah, G Money. I was gonna say that would actually be a good reason to have him on. We can discuss the new season, with him. So maybe we'll
That's
do
true.
that, right? So
There you go.
because we were gonna do it for the beginning of last season, and then just didn't work
Mm-hmm.
out. So yeah, we could see what they add, and then we'll go over those Fortnite facts maybe next week with a
Yeah.
teenager's point of view.
We should have just a new little series like Trash or Cringe or Nah.
Cringe or nah, right? Yeah, there you go. I like that name, cringe or nah. That's what all the cool kids say now. They say cringe. Oh man.
Oh
But yeah,
man.
so getting to the good stuff. Pokemon. Am I right?
Yes, Toby Fox.
Lechonk?
Lechonk. Not the olive one, no. Boo olives. Ooh.
You know, I should take the olive and I'm gonna train the hell out of that thing, and then it's gonna fight your Lechonk.
Oh no, my arch nemesis.
All right.
No.
Your favorite delicacy versus your arch nemesis of
But let's
foods.
not forget, what was the other one? Palmy? Palmy, the other little bear
Whoa,
looking
whoa, calm
thing.
down.
Wait.
Palmy?
No, paw, like a paw.
Oh, I thought you said palmy.
Palmy.
I was
Not
like,
Palmy.
Palmy. Palmy and her five
Palmy's
sisters? Her
Palmy's
five
Palmy's a
Pokemon?
good friend. Leave Palmy alone.
I was like, Palmy. I've been talking to Palmy since I was a teenager. I've been training that Pokemans forever. Oh,
Oh
shit.
man.
Palmy. That's it. I want a Pokemon named Palmy now.
Now you're gonna have to get Palmy and call it Palmy.
Palmy. Yep. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, no, it's you know, I saw it. Nothing. It didn't look too crazy. It looked like I have to. You know, I'm gonna be on a wait and see. I'm probably gonna get it anyway, just to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I find it's more for the nostalgia and just I don't know the little feel good silliness of the game. But I'll probably get Pokemon, and if you know, let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care for the design of Sword and Shield, and it just felt a little like I don't know. It felt a little grindy to me. I just wasn't into it
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah, some stuff I was into, but not like 100%, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what really kind of pushed me away from that. Like I started it and
Like
I just couldn't. I
like
couldn't.
I admit I'm a casual Pokemon player, so it's not like I'm a hardcore player by any
Mm-hmm.
stretch. But what I mean is like I don't know. I enjoyed everything leading up to that one. I know a lot of people didn't like the Alola one, Sun and Moon too much, and that's fine. I get it. There was some weirdness to it. That's when it felt like, and it feels like this one kind of felt even more now with your rival is just way too happy, and I really hate.
Oh, yeah.
I do like to see a half decent story in the Pokemon game, and I feel like they could just like I just really wish they would make it a little more serious. I don't know, for some reason I couldn't get that deep into Arceus, and I know that has more. I was enjoying that I had more of a story. I just didn't get into it, but I don't know. I thought I'm hoping that they fix up the complaints about story with Sword and Shield, and I just want to see what kind of open world they're gonna do this time, because it seems like they're following Arceus a little bit. So let's see what happens. I'm not gonna get too hyped, but I am, like I said, I'm still gonna get it. I just hope that I'm not let down, or it's not just more of like, oh come on, Game Freak, like
Yeah.
a lot.
I honestly
They
didn't
give and
even.
take a lot, huh?
Yeah. No, I didn't try that one, the latest one. So I'm just like, well, it kind of started it and it seemed okay. I don't know, I just couldn't.
The fact that what
I
was
was
it? We
just doing
couldn't
other
battle
stuff.
each other was a turn off. I think that's
Oh,
what. Yeah,
that's what it was. I'm like, why did I just not? Because I started it. But once that happened, I don't know. I like battling you, even for my casual ass Pokemon build.
yeah,
It's fun to have something to just kind of just build up towards.
right.
So like between you or even Nicholas, even though I rarely ever battled Nicholas, but even the kids, if we had the kids on there battling, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna beat your little Pokemon. It's
Yeah,
something that's a little rivalry between us. It's fun. We get a little competitive sometimes, and just not having that is like, oh, never mind.
exactly. I feel that. I feel that so much.
Never mind.
So yeah, so whatever. Let's say, like I said, it comes out later this year. Like I said, we'll probably end up getting, and then baby girls it's been seeming pretty excited to play it. So
Yes. Not for
and
nothing, the Violet Legendary looks really cool. I like that one. So
yeah,
I don't know. We're gonna go purple. We're gonna go violet over here.
she
So,
wants to go that color. So I'm like, I've never done red. So Nicholas has
oh,
always been red, and I've been blue. So I don't care. I'll do red. Cause, but yeah, ever
oh,
since I think even Diamond and Pearl, I think I got Diamond, you had Pearl, or whatnot, and I think that's supposed to be like the equivalent of red and blue or
okay.
whatnot. But
We'll figure it out, I
yeah,
guess,
like I
right?
said, I'll probably end up getting the red version, which
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
what Scarlet or whatever it's called. Um,
Scarlet, yeah.
but yeah, but yeah, on to the state of play. Sorry, I lost my thoughts. Like, what are we gonna talk about today? What's going on here? Who am
Video
I?
games.
What is this? Why am I? Why is there a camera on me?
Put on some pants.
Oh, sorry. Not today. No pants today.
No Pants Friday.
Mm, exactly. But yeah, the state of play happened. A lot of
Yes.
we got. I think everyone knew what was coming. A lot of the cat was let out of the bag, and even though there was some cross-platform games being shown, um, what you call it? It came down to Capcom said they were going to show something Street Fighter. Square said they were going to do updates on Final Fantasy. So everyone kind of knew what was going to happen. But yeah, it opened up super strong because the first thing they went and showed was freaking Resident Evil 4, and
Yeah.
I think everyone, including myself, I'll admit, nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for it. Nobody gave two shits. But now that it's here, I
Yes.
mean, now that
That's
it's
all I
started,
see on there. I
yeah.
see that on Twitter. Everybody's like, nobody asked for it, but I want it.
You know why? Because the old game still looks and holds up today. It does. It holds up. It looks alright, especially if you play it like on a PC. I'm sure it's on PC, and wherever you play the game at, it looks decent. It looks like you're not mad at the graphics. It looks like an early 360 game. Honestly, the GameCube, people forget or don't never realize it was the second. No, it was like neck and neck with Microsoft with the Xbox. The PlayStation 2 was legit the weakest console. It was like the Wii of the PS2 era. It sold the most. It was the weakest, and this one had massive The only difference is that it had a massive library that was great from third and first party. So, whereas GameCube, the games were decent, but it was powerful hardware, but nobody bought it. And so, yeah, so you have old games like Resident Evil 4 looking fire. The Resident Evil remake that you played looks fire, holds up today. And that's a GameCube. And all they did was upscale it. That's all they did. So, yeah, those games look great. So that's why it's like a remake, but it's like, yo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I should continue. I should continue with the Resident Evil series. You recommend 2 next, I guess?
Hell yeah. Like, absolutely. If you're gonna play 4, play 2 for real, because 2 is the only story Leon was in until 4 came out. 3 and Code Veronica didn't have Leon in it. So your best bet is to play 2 as Leon or whatnot. If or started with Claire. There's 2 scenarios, remember. So it's either Leon and then Claire, or Claire then Leon, and you have to play both scenarios to complete that game, to see the full game. So
okay. I'm totally done. I gotta see who this Leon guy is about.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's right. You're so out of the loop. You're just like, Leon, who the fuck is that? Wow.
I just hear people swooning over Leon, and I'm just like, okay, well, we'll see Leon sometime soon. Okay.
I think you'll enjoy part 2. Part 2 is crazy because of the whole hide and seek mechanic on the remake.
Oh no, that's right.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, but it's one of those down. Like when you get through, it's like, whoo, motherfucker, fuck you.
I'm down for it. I've been kind of itching for my horror games again. I might ease on in with some puppet combo stuff. And then if anything, build myself up to that, because I do eventually even want to go back. This is side note. I do eventually want to get back to try Layers of Fear 2, where I closed out that game and I never went back when something started chasing me.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. X at least he's not as menacing as what you call it, as one of those games. Like what's the other one with the camera? Outlast. Yeah, like it's at least it's not as menacing. So yeah, that's definitely not as bad. It's still, when you hear his footsteps and you're like, son of a bitch, where? And you hear them getting louder, and that's where that game gets crazy. But yeah, so Resident Evil 4 looks like it's gonna be. It looks like they're going full deep into the hard, like pretty much it looks like they're remaking the vein of 7 and 8. So I think we're gonna see a lot more gore, a lot more craziness and wildness. And I think this is gonna be, since it's a full blown remake, not like a remaster, or even like a remake, a game, just a graphical overhaul without the gameplay mechanics. I think they're gonna update everything in it, probably update the story, I'm sure, and things like that. So because it's gonna be that, and those graphics are going to be insane, like, yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. And I think they know if this game doesn't hit, it's, it could do the same thing that happened back then. After 4 came out, there was kind of like a fatigue. I feel like that they started to go full action, and it's like now we're in the opposite end of that right now. Now it's like people want that horror. They want the
Yeah,
horror,
they want the horror. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I really hope that this after they get this out of their system, they go back again and do Code Veronica. We need a Code Veronica remake. We
Oh,
need
that's
it.
what everybody wants. That's exactly what I hear everybody wants.
Yeah,
Code
that
Veronica.
story could
That's what
be
they always
reneged.
say.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear it. Like, it was a weird story, so they could do whatever they want with Code Veronica. Just have the same setting, have it be Claire's story again, and because that was only that should have been part 3, and it wasn't. They needed a game. It wasn't ready yet, so they released what was supposed to be a Nemesis was supposed to be a side story, and it just became part 3. And I'm like, it's barely part 3. Nemesis takes place 24 hours before part 2 and 24 hours after part 2. And you revisit the police station, everything that happens in, like, it's cool to play, but it wasn't a sequel. It was definitely like just it felt like a side story. And then Code Veronica was like the real deal. So they could totally go back to that. But yeah, moving on from that, because this state of play was pretty much gonna be third party and PSVR. So
Yes.
Horizon, what did you think about the Horizon PSVR?
I thought it looked really neat. It looked neat. I don't know. I still kind of have to look a little squinty eyed at stuff when I'm looking at the VR stuff.
Yeah.
It looked really pretty. I don't know. It always brings me back for some reason. Watching it brought me back to the Fable for the Connect.
Right. That's what didn't I say that? I said, oh, look, it's Fable.
Yeah, you
Being
said
silly.
Fable, and then it just like I got that PTSD from it because it was just playing Fable on there. It was just like, okay, I gotta hold my arms up so I can move the horse and stuff like that, and it was terrible. But this one looked like it looked interesting. I mean, hey, I don't know. We might have to get the new PSVR.
I know,
I
like
have that checked out.
at least one of them,
'Cause-
yeah.
Yeah, because then they also have all the other stuff that's coming for it, but it looked really pretty. Not for
Yeah.
nothing.
And not for
And
the,
then they have the DLC too.
oh yeah, that comes out right away, right?
It came out, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll see, because yeah, the what was I gonna say? The original PSVR looked nice. It was
It did.
for its time when it came out, it did a pretty good job. It was very comfortable to wear or whatnot. It just had a lot of wires, and that was my issue with it. It had a lot of wires, but it did what it was supposed to do. It's aged now compared to like the Quest. It's not as great as the Quest, but it it still holds its own if that's your only VR headset. So I think a PSVR 2 is gonna be fire. I really hope, and I hope it is.
Absolutely.
And then they showed the Resident Evil. Excuse me. They showed No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky in VR.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
cool. I played it on the Quest, just streaming it from the computer, and that was really cool. Like
That sounds
No Man's
cool.
Sky in PSVR. Like I've told you before, the only thing is it's like you can walk if you want, because but if you get motion sickness, you teleport or whatever. That's a little bit
Yeah,
weird, but it
that's
was
my
cool.
jam.
Like mining the stuff and all that, and then flying in your ship is probably the highlight for me, because you actually have to use your controller and do like levers and shit,
That's
you,
kind of cool.
yeah, like you have to like pull back and turn, and that's how you fly. Like you have controls, and you
like
can see
that.
your whole deck or whatnot, and you can like press things, and it's cool. It's really cool.
That sounds really cool. I like stuff like that. That reminds me of like Heavy Rain when you had to use the controller and really like turn the stuff if you
Right,
wanted to do the motions for it, or what's that game that G Money plays? I Expect You to Die.
right,
That you're
yeah,
like in a little thing, and then you have to do all the levers and the stuff. Like I find that really cool. It's kind of a workout. That's kind of funny.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see if it has all the stuff like a Quest where you can, do have a barrier and things like that. That'll be cool, because that I thought if you ever use the Quest, one of the first things it tells you to do is to create a play area, and you take the controller and you outline your area so that any game you're playing that you can walk a little bit in, when you start to get to the edge of that, an invisible wall comes up, letting you know like you're gonna smack the shit out of your couch or the wall or whatever,
Yes.
so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, you have the pass through, so you see everything.
Yep.
It's
And then
just
what
kind of
happens is when you step out of that wall, a camera turns on and you see everything through the camera in your VR headset, which is really cool. So that you can leave it on, you see everything through a cheap little, black and white camera that it has there.
yeah, it's all great.
Yeah, it looks crazy. So you just see, I'm just like, ooh. But yeah, so that looked cool. Then Resident Evil VR, a Village VR port for that is coming
Oh
out.
yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the chat went wild on YouTube for that. Mommy, sorry.
Oh yeah, big woman in VR. Oh my god. Everyone's gonna get that shit. Mommy milkers. Oh man. Like step on me in VR.
yes.
You have like your boy come over and step on you whenever she's about to step on you. Like, bro, just I need a big foot on my back or or my stomach or something.
Smother me.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Now the next one that they show, which I was excited for, Spider-Man Remastered, which everyone like the ponies were like, oh, they lied. They said it was never coming to PC. It's only gonna be on PlayStation. Wah! Oh my god, they were crying about that. I was like, yo, but fuck that. Spider-Man on PC means mods, and I can't wait to have big Resident Evil woman web slinging on PC. Imagine.
Oh my god, I can see that happening. Yes. I didn't even think of mods, but yes, absolutely mods. I can only I'm thinking of how good it's going to look on the PC.
It's going to look
It's gonna look on the
crazy.
PC. And come on, ponies. As much as you cry, it's a business. Of course, they're going to bring it to PC. Why wouldn't they?
I
They
know.
milked all the money they can on the PlayStation. Now they got to spread their wings and get the rest of the cash from the PC players.
Exactly.
Please. As well as those that already have it on the PlayStation and still want to buy it on PC, because look at us.
I'm definitely gonna get it on PC because it already looks, now with the VRR, it already looks freaking dope on PS5. It looks freaking dope. So
I still have to finish it.
Oh, now's the time. Now is the time to try, because I think you transferred your save finally.
Yes, I did.
So now you might as well start it over. In my opinion, it's worth starting over because now you'll see all that in like 90, 100 frames per second with what you call it, the ray tracing on and all that, and you can play it in quality mode, and it'll be around 60 in quality mode, so you can see the full beauty of it if you play it on this TV over here. It'd be worth it.
I don't know, because then I want to get to the Miles Morales stuff. So
I'm just saying, it's a fun game either way, or just play Miles Morales and then go back to that one. I don't care. All I'm saying is it looks gorgeous.
Just play the pretty game. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
I'll get to it.
But yeah, so I'm excited for people who've been dying to play that game.
So you can expect that in August.
That's right.
Yep.
What's the next one?
Stray, July 19th. We got a date, July 19th for Meow Mix. Stray. Sorry. That's all I'm gonna call the soundtrack for that game. Oh, I gotta put on my Meow Mix. I hope they have a good soundtrack. I hope they have customization. I hope I can customize my cat. I'm really hoping that. If they don't do that, I'm gonna be a little disappointed, but I'm still gonna play the shit out of the game.
Hell yeah.
But I'm very excited because then you see the trailer that they played, you see him like kind of scratching himself, and the robot's just like, what are you doing? And you see so much that cat. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the cat game.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely it was supposed to, it looked like such a PS5 showcase at the time. Now, I mean, so I hope it looks nice. It's gonna be on PC as well, so I'm probably gonna end up getting it on PC.
I know.
Because Steam Deck. So yeah, it's like multiplats is like, that's going on my Steam Deck. Like, that's a perfect game to just be chilling with or whatever. Or if you stream it, then you could just stream it or whatever. But yeah, like then you can 100% it off your Steam Deck.
Right?
So
oh man, I can't wait for that.
Oh man, and the PUBG world, Callisto Protocol showed more. And apparently I didn't know. So, that's the guy who made almost said Death Stranding. What's the other one? Dead Space. Dead
Dead Space.
Space.
I had it at the tip of my tongue.
So the Dead Space guy, he's making another game. He's admitted that he knows it looks like Dead Space and like he doesn't care. He's like unapologetically, it's like an unapologetic spiritual successor at this point. I'm saying that, you
Hey,
know. Um,
unapologetically, with good reason. I think Dead Space looked really cool. It was really scary, and people still really liked it. So
exactly.
good for them.
So yeah, it was
Let's
gonna
hope
be
this one comes out good.
yeah, exactly. And it was gonna be part of the PUBG universe, which everyone was like, "What? Huh? That sounds so dumb." It's like, what? He's gonna show frying pans, killing aliens with frying pans? Like, I guess they were. I'm assuming they were probably gonna attempt some way to combine the games together. Maybe they were gonna put aliens in PUBG. Who fucking knows? Or have crossovers. That's the only thing I can think of is that they were gonna have crossovers with that, which I'm sure is gonna happen. I'm sure it's gonna
Hmm.
happen. That they're just
That
gonna
sounds amazing.
yeah, like imagine like throwing those crazy aliens into the PUBG like map or whatever. Um, so yeah,
Oh, scary! I'm scared.
but yeah, I like Dead Space. That remake is can't come soon enough, and then to get a spiritual successor shortly after sounds dope. So
Yeah, yeah,
like we're getting it's crazy. It's like we're getting a Resident Evil 4 remake, we're getting a Dead Space remake. You know,
yeah.
we just need. Damn, I really wish they had the resource and the time to if they would have done a Mass Effect, like even if it was just like a, you know, like a Demon Souls type of remake where they all they did was upgrade the graphics completely in a new engine. That would have been cool, but it's okay.
Oh
Just give me
yeah.
that Mass Effect 4 and I'll be happy.
Hey, we'll
You
see.
know, you can bring us into the next one.
Ah, the next one, Roller Drome. So it's like my friend Pedro in the Roller Drome. Like you're roller skating. It's from the people that did the Ali Ali World.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
even realize that shit.
yeah, it looks kind of like a Sable with the I forgot what that animation type is called, but it's like really stenciled out. It's cartoony
Yeah,
stenciled out, but
it's
it's
like a stencil, but
really
that's
badass.
like a cell animated type of thing. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's really badass looking. It's really cool because then you're jumping, you're shooting, you're rollerblading, you're going all over the place. It looks really cool.
yeah, it's like Tony Hawk meets my friend Pedro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
And what
Um,
else is there? Eternites.
what do you think about that anime? Oh, did you realize it was a dating game?
I just saw that, so I'm like, I like that. I'm interested now. So it's an action game, also dating sim. Like, okay, so you're gonna be falling in love while you're doing these action things or whatever it is that they're doing in
Saving
there,
your
and
girlfriend, like I got you,
that's so
baby.
cool. Like, don't worry, let's do nasty things now.
Bye.
And we'll see what they let you do in there.
Yo, so shortly after that, you know, Capcom comes back again. This was like a
Oh my
Capcom
gosh.
state of play too. Um,
Yes.
they fixed the logo.
Oh my
Eh?
gosh, that logo looks so much better.
They took out the stock logo and fixed that shit, yo.
No more clip art, thank you.
I know that was so crazy. Street Fighter 6.
Looks really good.
That looks crazy. I was
It
like,
looks really good.
holy shit, an open world Street Fighter. The graphics look pretty intense. Like, I'm hype. I'm really hype.
Yes.
If
Yes.
that's like a hub world, I like first of all, I hope it's like the single player game is like something worth playing through. But
Yes.
besides that, it's like I really hope that like the online, whatever they do with the online with that is gonna be dope. Imagine just be like running around and just challenging somebody to a fight, and it's just like, you know, and you jump
That
into a
sounds
fucking
so
fight.
cool.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just scared because they locked characters last time. I know you were upset with that because then they locked some basic like main regular like season 1 type characters that everybody like you would expect in it.
Right.
So
No, I know that was a complaint, and it's probably gonna happen. But you know
yeah.
what? I haven't played Street Fighter in years. Since 4 was the last one. I played a
Mhm.
tiny bit of 5, so it's like I wouldn't mind jumping back in and practicing a little bit, and you know, just to challenge like friends and stuff. So I wouldn't
Mhm.
mind. It's a brand new style of Street Fighter, so it's
Mhm.
gonna have characters. But I think it from what I've seen, it looks like a lot of the legacy characters are gonna be there like day one.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
definitely going to be character packs, but it looks like yeah, a lot of them are going to be there day one. So you know,
There's already leaks on the characters.
oh yeah,
There's already leaks, yeah, because apparently there's a beta going on in I think China, So somebody already leaked the characters. They leaked Cammy's special, one of Cammy's special
Oh,
animations.
that's why I saw Cammy butt in that. Oh, I saw
Yep,
like a
that's
little.
why you saw Cammy butt. I'm like, oh my god, that's butt cheeks. That's some
Definitely gonna be.
Cammy butt cheeks.
Is that gonna have a VR component?
I can help you with that.
Oh, I. You're just gonna kick me in the nuts? Yeah, Street Fighter in real
Street
life.
Fighter. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start slapping you and saying Street Fighter.
Slap nuts. Street Fighter. Oh, Street Fighter. Gonna
Just like playing Street Fighter.
Get PTSD from that shit. Oh my god. Forget it. I don't want it. I don't want the VR portion or the IRL portion.
But it looks really cool because it's open world. Shoot, I might even take a look at it. I like open worlds. They're gonna get me.
Just learn how to do Hadouken and you know how to play Street Fighter.
Hold back 2 seconds and then forward and punch.
That's Guile. You better get good with Guile. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Oh, okay. Down, forward, punch.
Yeah, but
Down, forward,
it's
kick.
like this. It's just like snapping at the same time.
Snapping at the same time.
Not really. Because you gotta, you know, when you snap. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Just like that. We'll practice that later. Yeah.
Okay. You can help me out with my training. Okay.
All right, I got you. What else was there?
Tunic. Tunic is coming to PlayStation September 27th.
Yeah.
Our lovely Link family member of Link, next of kin to Link, Tunic, our little foxy friend, is coming out there. So
yeah,
that's something to look forward to.
Sorry, yeah, that was on Game Pass, so that was like the Xbox throwing that game in people's faces, and here it comes to PlayStation.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly.
Not that any of those suckers even give a shit about indie games like that, but that game was cool. I played a little bit of it. I didn't really get too into it, but that was cool.
I know I need to get into that because I like Zelda games, so why the hell not?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What else is there? Then they also showed a trailer for Season. I forgot the rest of the name of that game.
Oh, that was another like cell animated indie looking. Yeah.
Yes, that was really nice. That's gonna be more of a story game, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that one. That looks really nice. So I'm hoping it's more of like exploring the beautiful worlds and the open fields and frolicking and stuff like that. Maybe on a bicycle.
We're frolicking out here. Yeah.
Everything. I know exactly. And everything is beautiful. So I can't wait for that either. That one I'm definitely waiting for as well. I'm not sure it's taking so long for it.
Yeah, I hear that.
We'll see.
Yeah. What else they had on there?
Not least. Yes.
Yes. Fucking. Oh, I thought I was gonna.
Yes, necessary.
Sorry. You said necessary.
Yes.
Oh man, yes.
Man.
This is the one that like everybody was like, they better show Final Fantasy 16 at this because they said at the end of spring and it's 3 weeks till summer, and so yeah, they were like Final Fantasy 16 better be there, and yes, it was shown live. Once I saw Yoshi P's face, I was like, yes.
Yes.
I've never been so happy to see another Japanese man in my life.
Yes, Yoshi Daddy.
Oh God. But yeah, he, once they showed him, he's, who's the producer for Final Fantasy 14, was asked to help, do this game, and you already see it. You already see all the influence. You already see his style is all there. It looks like it legit, besides the fighting and the gameplay, which we haven't seen too much yet. So people are already complaining. I'm like, give it time. And they're like, oh, it looks dreary and brown and red. I'm like, no. I'm like,
you gotta wait.
Yep. I'm like, he does do
to come together.
locales like that have like low color, but he definitely knows how to put very colorful, and it matches the every locale in Final Fantasy 14 matches the feeling of the story. So
absolutely,
if it was dreary and dark, that means that part of the story should be like that. When it's not gonna be so dark and dreary, I'm sure it'll be lighthearted and the colors will match, the locations will match. If it's anything like he's done before, if this is, and they've been working on this for, by the time it releases, it'll be 5 years. No, it's already been 5 years of them working on it, because when they showed the trailer last year, they had already been working on the game for 4 years, which means that he's been overseeing this shit since what, 2017? Like,
oh man, yes.
like 2 years, like 2 years or a year after Final Fantasy 15 finally released or something like that. So that's pretty insane. Like that's pretty insane. Like
Absolutely.
I can't believe they've been working on that game since. Wow.
Like so
So
excited. And it's
yeah,
still a year away.
and
A year away.
they're just polishing, so they want that game to be perfect. So that's why I'm like,
Absolutely.
I'm hype. I'm hype, and it would have been out
That's a day
sooner if it
one.
wasn't for coronavirus. So
Exactly, exactly. And they continue to repeat themselves and explaining in the fact that stuff happens, corona happens, and they had to deal with things. So,
mm-hmm.
but I love that they're so appreciative of the Final Fantasy community,
Hell yeah.
and they're definitely here to please everybody because they want to put that vision that he's had for so long, and the whole team's been putting all their best work together out for the community.
Hell
So I'm
yeah.
excited. So excited.
No, I'm hype, and then the
Hell
music
yes.
score is gonna be if it's anything
Oh,
anything
amazing.
like 14, the music's gonna be on point. Like it's gonna make sense, and he
Yes.
comes from Dragon Age, so it's like not Dragon Age.
I was gonna say Dragon Age.
The hell's the name of it? Dragon Warrior? Wait, I forgot the name now.
I'm
Is
not
it-
sure.
It's here. Damn it. Dragon Quest.
Quest. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right. I knew that.
I think the first one was called Dragon Warrior, and then they started being called Dragon Quest. But anyway, Dragon Quest, he worked on those before he came over to Final Fantasy, so he's
Yes.
already knows about he likes high fantasy games. He's always said that, and so I'm not surprised. It's gonna be high fantasy, and honestly, we haven't had a high fantasy Final Fantasy since. I mean, I guess if you want to count the MMOs, those were both that, as well as but besides that, it was 12. That was it. 15 kind of had it there, but they had cars, so it wasn't really as high fantasy
Yeah.
as it could have been. So this is going to be like more of the high fantasy that Final
Yes.
Fantasy used to be. So I think that's perfectly fine. And people are complaining about the way the fighting looks. I think when you're actually doing the fighting, it's going to be fun. I think it's going
a
to be fun.
trailer. Give me a break. You gotta wait.
Exactly. You gotta wait,
We
and
can't take it for face value. No.
it feels like he showed very, very specific stuff. This was an icon trailer as well. So the
Yes,
icons
yes.
are the summons, right? So
Yes.
and they made sure to name them and let you know they're all gonna be there, and they focused on that. So that was the icon trailer. Next, I'm sure will be like the locales, because it's Yoshi P. This is literally how he's been doing Final Fantasy. He shows a
Yes,
little bit
exactly.
of what's coming, then he shows like the trailer for the new areas, then he's going to show
Yes.
the trailer for the dungeons. That's why he does 14.
Exactly.
This is the trailer for
Exactly.
everything coming in the expansion. These are some of
Exactly.
the
And then there'll be one trailer that'll show a little glimpse of each of the, Final Fantasy 14, he does like a glimpse of each of the jobs. So if anything, maybe he'll do some of the moves or something, or some of
exactly,
the weapons you can use in there.
or the boss
So,
battle or whatever. So I think that
yes.
this was just to showcase these are the icons. These are all the summons that are going to be in the game.
Yes.
To let you know
Yes.
that, because Final Fantasy is always a lot of them are revolve around the fact that someone knows how to summon. And I 10 was like one of the 6 did it first, where the summons play an integral part of the story. They don't just help, like they're like the main reason for your quest after a while in 6. And 10, you is about you taking a summoner to some ritual or whatever. So the summoning aspect has always been a fairly big deal. On some of on the narrative for some, because some of them, they just exist. The summons they just randomly exist. 13 playing that, the summons played a pretty big, an important role. That's what gave them their powers and stuff. So they, they like to stick to that. Like summoning these gods has always been a Final Fantasy trope. So he's going all in on that. And then, like I said, and it was like, it looks like it's just a lone warrior game and blah blah. I'm like, again, you don't know that from a couple of trailers. This wasn't to show you the party. I think we're gonna have a trailer and it's gonna show you if there's gonna be a party system, how that party system is gonna work. This will be the first
Exactly.
Final Fantasy that doesn't have a party if it does that.
I was gonna
So
say, yeah, because then 15 had your party with the other guys, and
it's always been about having a party. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If they do it without, I would be mad. I'd be like, really? Like that's a weird choice.
yeah,
So
no, exactly.
even before they had the, what's that called? The the trust system in Final Fantasy. So in Final Fantasy
Mhm.
14, dungeons were just played with you and a group of real players. Now they let you play with they're writing the story so that the characters join you in the dungeons, pretty much to make it a single player. If for people who don't want to play with real players, you can play with three other NPC characters, and it's story
Mhm.
driven, which is great. It's not just random NPCs that join you. No, it's it's part of the story, and they join you. So I could see
Mhm.
that this being the same thing. Like maybe you travel alone, maybe they will meet you there or something. Maybe you do fight alone, but then maybe like in more important parts of the game, it's like I'm gonna join you. Like I could see that
Exactly.
happening.
Exactly.
So I'm like, even 7, they figured out a way to have a party system, like jumping between the different jobs, and they've played so different. 7 did it really, really well. So,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
I, I'm like, I think they're gonna take from that. I really think they're gonna take from that. I don't think it's gonna be a solo. I'll be very surprised if it's just like solo. This game didn't.
Yeah,
This
I agree.
trailer yesterday didn't show anything. It
No, it
showed
didn't.
the icons, some talking, and some fighting.
Music
That's it. So.
and the music to go
Oh
along with
yeah, and the
that.
music. Yes, the music.
That gave me big fat taco feels.
Uh there's a song. There's one of the dungeon songs. Is Big Fat Tacos. They're not saying that, but it sounds like the choir saying Big Fat Tacos. Oh my
It's
god.
great. It's so good. Oh, I'm so excited for that. Yes.
Yes, I'm super hype. But yeah, that was pretty much it. A lot of people did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. You
Heck yeah.
know,
Yep. And this is only the beginning of different game news coming out because we've got the um what is it? Game Fest next week.
Summer Game Fest. Yes, it's
Yes,
next
thank
is
you.
next Thursday. Yeah.
Next Thursday is Summer Game Fest. Next Saturday is Gorilla Collective, as well as the Wholesome Games Direct.
What's the Gorilla Collective again?
It's just a bunch of trailer releases.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay.
yeah, it's
For
a bunch
indie
of
games?
I don't remember if it's specifically for indie games, but it's just
I
I
mean,
want to say it
probably,
might
right?
be. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, but an announcement. You are looking at a co-streamer of the event. So I'll be co-streaming this alongside the Gorilla Collective that Saturday morning.
What will you be streaming? Just the Gorilla
The
Collective?
Gorilla Collective,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
We'll be co-streaming, restreaming, whatever you want to call it, the collection.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
All
great.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Official
tomorrow?
co-stream. No, next week.
Oh, next week. Okay. What date is
Mhm.
that? That is the
11th.
11th. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Go
Mhm.
Fefer. Go Fefer. Well, Jeff Keighley emailed me
Oh, did
directly,
he?
personally himself. It wasn't a bot or an assistant, and he said, "Here are make sure you apply to restream the what's it called, the Summer Games Fest."
Summer Games Fest.
I said, "Thank you, Jeff," and I didn't get a reply. But one time I tweeted at him and I said, "Oh, thanks for the I screenshotted the email. I said, "Thanks for the email you totally sent yourself. Let's do lunch again." He says, "Anytime, you just name the place," something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yes."
He
He
said, "Give me a
actually
time or
responded to
something."
me.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, that felt awesome. That really felt awesome.
That's great.
I totally fangirled that when he did that. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
I know
Um,
exactly. Now we aim higher. Hopefully, Kojima likes a tweet or something.
all right, that's what
Throw
my
some emotes
that
as a
Idiot
response.
Ezra over on the Idiot Ezra podcast was saying that we he was derogatorily mentioning how we stand for Kojima. They forgot his name, by the way, on the latest episode. They're like, was it Kazuma? Because I was like,
Wow, that's
wow. And
rude.
then Marvin
That is
was
rude.
drunk, out his mind, and so I'm
Oh,
like,
off his vodka Coke.
he was actually drinking Jack and Coke this time, not his vodka
Oh,
Coke.
okay. I have to catch up.
So this is it's called 32 Ounce Marvin. It's the latest episode. So he
Oh
completely
God.
he completely forgot Kojima's name, and then then they started talking about how we like to do dirty things to him over here on the VGX. I'm like, yup. I was screaming in my car, like, yup. Shut up. But yeah. So
I'm gonna have to tweet out that picture that I took the other day. Remember with the glasses? The
which one?
glasses that I had heart glasses and then I had
Oh
Kojima's picture.
yeah.
I have to tweet that out to them.
You gotta show. You gotta be a picture of me going with stick and chill.
Exactly.
I'll send a few
Oh
out.
my goodness.
But yeah, so hell yeah, we stand over here because, like I said, I grew up playing Kojima games, and then I enjoyed Death Stranding, so I'm
I
super
really
hyped for the
enjoyed Death
next one.
Stranding. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean that's really all that we had to this week. I know some other stuff happened, but yeah, mostly looking forward to just some of these games and Games Fest, Summer Games Fest. Definitely can't wait.
Heck yeah.
Hey, speak of the devil. Oh shit,
Oh my goodness.
totally weren't talking about you.
Yes, we
Um,
were. Shut up. Not you, Game Sim.
Forgetting Idiot Ezra forgetting Kojima's name out here in these
Oh my
streets.
goodness.
Anyway,
Useless.
I know, I can't believe it. How dare they even talk about video games on that damn podcast? You gotta leave it to the professionals.
Oh, thanks.
You owe me. Oops. You owe me. You owe me a vodka and Coke. Why is
He
this
didn't
not?
play his trash game. What's going on? Hideo Konami?
Hideo Konami. If you didn't realize, we're streaming this live on Twitch, which we normally don't do. I just wanted to go live this week and kill two birds with one stone. So definitely join us at twitch.tv/Video Games X Life if you want to catch us live every now and then. Not every episode will be live, but we'll try. We'll do it. We'll do some stuff.
But for those rare occasions that we do it live, make sure you follow and put that little notification bell on there. So
Hell
you
yeah.
can check us out.
But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Was there anything else that you want to cover or mention?
I don't really think so. No,
I
don't
will
think
definitely
so.
be trying to be live for the Summer Games Fest next week at 2:00 in the afternoon. So if you don't have a job, I'm gonna try to be live for that. I might have to take the day off, which I didn't want to do. If I'm not live for that, because I might have to be at a company rubbing elbows with at my job. So we'll see what happens. I did really want to stream it, but if not, then we'll do a nice special episode to fully break down everything that happens next week. Because I have a feeling it's been a while since we got a good presentation. It really has. I mean, if you think about everything that's been happening, we've always walked away from these things like, all right, it was okay. Like Xbox has had like the strongest stuff. It's all far away, and it's like. And nothing's released from Xbox, so it's like I want to see that competition finally rolling out. So
Absolutely.
hold on.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm hoping for some big news from everybody next week, but I want to see if Xbox has anything. Yeah, exactly. That Devolver is always hilarious, so I want to see what. And they always have some interesting thing they release or some cool like game or app or something silly. So.
Yes.
Definitely looking forward
Can't
to
wait.
Devolver.
They always set the bar with their presentations. I love it.
Hell yeah. So if anything, if I'm not here like exactly at 2, then, or if I can't do it, then we'll do, either way, we're probably going to do a big, we're going to do the stream and then do the big podcast after that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So we'll see, see. Wait, the kids are off next Thursday?
Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh,
Yep.
that's perfect. You don't even have to leave. We could do it at 2 and not have to go anywhere. That's actually really.
Yep.
See, the schools knew. They were like, "Oh, Summer Games Fest. We got to shut the schools down and let the streamer parents do their thing, and all the kids do. Teenagers watch on YouTube to say how trash and cringe it is." So, yeah. All right. Good. That's awesome. All right.
Yep,
So then, yeah. Like I said, I might
So
just.
we can send you money over to the IMAX theater so he can get the goodie bag.
Oh, that's right. I would have wanted to go to the IMAX theater, but it's like I'd rather stream it, to be honest. But it would have been cool to meet people. If we were ready with merch, I would have definitely been like, listen to the podcast. Here's some T-shirts and buttons and stickers and all that. So we got to get a travel kit for real, so we can tell everybody to come listen to us and be on them streets. We really got to be on the streets, like promoting ourselves. But yeah.
Well, we'll definitely dig into that. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. All right. So for everybody watching live, if you're not already following, follow us on all the things. Even if you watched here, please just go to YouTube and give me a thumbs up anyway. Leave a comment, please. Yeah. And it's a great way to stay in shape. I hope you guys go on Apple Podcasts, go on Spotify, and give us a 5-star rating so we can move up in the algorithm And yeah, I appreciate all of you.
Share us to your friends. Thanks.
Yeah, let everybody out there know you're friends with the best podcast, in video games.
Just
That's
go
us.
share with your other friends.
That's us. That's us. Video Games X Life. And Fefer. Well, yeah, we are Video Games X Life. We are VGXL.
We are VGXL.
I just want to comment. It can be a horrible comment. I don't care. I allow them. So go ahead. Do your worst. Just make sure you thumbs up and share it. I like you guys. All right. That's it from me. Have a good night.